Today, the task force has deliberated carefully and decided to raise the risk assessment to DORSCON Orange. We have earlier confirmed a case of novel coronavirus infection on 5th February. This is case 29. Our investigations over these 2 days have not been able to establish a link to previous cases or any travel history to mainland China. Today, as of 2 p.m., we have confirmed 3 more cases, and while investigations and contact tracing of these cases are ongoing, there are as yet no links to previous cases or travel history to China. Globally, we have also seen an escalation of the situation. Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea had previously reported cases of unlinked local transmission. We have been preparing for this scenario, and we are ready to manage the situation. The key is quick detection and limiting further spread. Several of the locally transmitted cases were detected through our hospital's enhanced surveillance, despite the fact that they had no travel history to China. As our hospitals continue to remain on high alert, we expect to see more such cases emerge. As a response to these local cases without any apparent links to previous cases or travel history to China, we have stepped up our risk assessment from DORSCON Yellow to DORSCON Orange. Since last month, the government has implemented a series of defensive measures to reduce the risk of imported cases and community transmission, and we have progressively strengthened these measures as the situation evolved.
As we all know, we are midway through the circuit breaker. We are already seeing some positive results, but we cannot be complacent, and this is the time now to continue to hunker down and give this a further push. So first, we call on everyone to do their part to minimize movement. Remember, the virus spreads through people, through our contacts with others, and when we go out and touch surfaces, and then our hands touch our faces. Yes, we can take precautions like safe distancing and wearing of masks, but the best way to beat the virus is to stay home. So if you need to go out to buy food, to buy groceries, go out alone. Don't turn this into an occasion for a family outing. And if you need to go out to exercise, exercise alone and in your own neighborhood. Don't travel out to exercise. So we call on everyone to do this because it is the best way to protect yourselves and your family members. Second, we will continue with our efforts to control people movement in popular areas like wet markets and supermarkets. In these areas, we will impose entry restrictions. For example, in certain wet markets, we will only permit entry on alternate days. And we will do this with a system based on your NRIC or your FIN number. Depending on the last digit of that NRIC or FIN number, you will only be permitted entry on odd or even days. So that's one example of a localized entry restriction that we will start with wet markets, and we will do this also in other popular areas like supermarkets in order to thin out the crowds and reduce transmission risk in these areas. Third, we will close more workplaces and also tighten the list of essential services that are permitted. I mentioned this last week, and we are now ready to make this move. This is important because when we analyzed the local infected cases that occurred after the circuit breaker, many of them have been working as part of essential services or have family members who are working, because these are the people who are still out and about. We do need our essential workers. We appreciate their contributions, but we have to reduce the numbers who are working. And that's why we'll make a move to cut back the workforce who still have to commute daily from the current 20% to 15%.